Hey guys, this is Mountainman246. I'm here to show you how to make a paracord bracelet. Things you'll need is a cutting tool, scissors or knife, matches or a lighter, a button from a BDU. I got it just from an old pair of BDUs. You can see that I just put it out. I cut one off the back pocket where it really doesn't matter. So, and then here, a sewing kit. I would prefer a dark colored sewing kit because you want it to blend in. And in here, your 550 cord. Make sure you've got at least 15 feet of it in order to start your process. Alright, so the first step of what we got to do is we've got to first get the size of your wrist. So here we've got our 550 cord or our paracord, and the first step you got to do is from your bundle find your wrist size. So all you're going to do is just wrap it around your wrist like so, and just measure it how big. Now you can see I got it right there, and you mark it. Now you always want to go a little bigger than what you have because you can always cut it down, but you can't get any more of it. So I'm going to get it about another 3 or 4 inches, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bite it in half. So you're going to get it from your bundle, and then you're going to bite it in half like so. Now I've already got it pre-sized up for you right here, so I'm just going to use that. So right here we've got the 550 cord. This is the core of your bracelet. Now the next thing you're going to need is about 12 to 15 feet worth of paracord. Now you're going to need, that's about 2 arms length, maybe more, but about 2 arms length is good. So you're going to get your long bundle of paracord, and you're going to separate it from your short side. Now what you're going to do with this one is a little different. You're going to get both ends, and you're going to put them together. Now you don't want that end, you want the other end. Just a sec. Alright, so you see that I've got the opposite end, and you see that I've got a bite in it. Now what you got to do is you got to put it on this end of the paracord bracelet, or the core of it. So this is your short end, and this is your long end. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make a loop. This is what you're going to loop over your button when you're finished with it. So you get your paracord bracelet, and you get your bite from your long end, and you're going to put it over, and the next thing you're going to do is just a simple overhand knot. Just like this. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to tighten it down. Now you make sure you want to keep these even, because if you don't have them even and you start, it's hard to reverse it. So here we've got a good sized loop. Make sure you measure it, make sure it's good, that it fits. For me, I'm going to pull it down just a little more so that it has enough give for the button. Alright, so now I'm going to cinch it down. Make sure you want this very tight. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find which end do you think would be the best, or the stubby end, the one that's kind of protruding up like this. You're going to get that, and you're going to do the S braid. You're going to start. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get this, your opposite end of your working end, whenever you do the actual braid itself, that'll be your working end. This will be your opposite end. Now it's going to change. Now you're going to put it underneath the second loop, the bottom loop, and then you're going to put it underneath the core, and then you're going to put it on underneath. Now you might not have got that, so I'll do it for you again. Now you started. Once you have, you got to get the stubby end, and you got to continue your S braid. So you've got your bottom loop, your top loop. Get the opposite end, put it in, under, up, just like that. Alright, now you tighten it down. Now you can see how this part right here is starting to form the actual braid itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the stubby side, and then you're going to form your S braid again. You're going to put it under, then up, just like that. Now make sure every few times you cinch it down real tight so it doesn't move. So you can see how this braid, this paracord bracelet, is starting to come out. Now once again, we'll go through the process. Get the stubby end right there, and you put it in an S braid. You get the bottom loop, and there's the top loop. You get this, put it in the bottom loop, underneath your core, and then you put it in your top loop, up through the top loop. So let's untie it real quick. And you can see how that forms rather nicely. And make sure this looks loose right here. So what you want to do is you're going to want to tighten it real nice and cinch it down. Now you're going to continue all the way down to right about there, or wherever your desired length is. Hey guys, I'm back. This is a continuation of the paracord bracelet. You can see that I've braided it all the way down to the desired length. Now this length I've already measured, and it fits my wrist pretty nicely. So the next step is what you're going to do is you're going to take this end right here and you're going to cut it. You're going to cut about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter, depending on if you're unsure or just what you want. So I'm going to cut it about right there, and these ends right here I'm going to cut right at the end, and I'm going to cut right at the end here. And this is after I've wet this entire bracelet and let it dry completely. So this is already shrunk as much as it did, and it's ready to go. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right about there. Alright, so I've cut it just like that, and now I've got to cut these ends right here. Alright, so now you see we've got the actual bracelet itself. Your next step will be to fuse this end to get a match or a lighter and hold a flame up to these ends right here so that you can fuse them together, or to burn the ends of it so that they won't fray anymore and that they won't go anywhere, and so that this bracelet won't come undone. And also what you're going to do is you're going to hold the flame also to these two so that you can fuse them together and that they won't fray any more than they have to. So I'll show you that in a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. You can see that I've fused this end together, and I've also fused these parts. Now once I fused them, I just smashed them on the ground so that they wouldn't go anywhere and that it won't unravel. So once you've fused it, and before you fuse it, you wet it, of course, make sure it dries and shrinks. Once you've fused it, the next step is to sew your button on. So I'm going to sew it on right there, but something to be conscious about, something to know, is that once you've sewed it, there are two ends to this. There's an end right here where you made the knot. It looks a little doofy, and then there's another end that looks a lot cleaner. I would make sure that this end goes up. So with this end up, it would go like this. So I would sew my button on top like so. So just something to know, that you do have a knot right here that might look a little doofy. I always prefer to put that on the bottom where it's not visible. Alright, and you see right there that I've already sewn the button on. You can see on the back that I've started from the back and worked my way up. I went through all the holes, just sewed it on, and that's pretty much it. That's your paracord bracelet. It looks very nice. I like it, and it fits me very well. See, it's just like that. And there you have it. That's the new paracord bracelet. This is Mountain Man 246. Have a good one.